How cool are you guys?
Cassie, come on. Dwayne.
That's not Cassie, that's
Jasmine.
Jasmine, yeah.
Just hold on. Let's wait on that. Just come back.
Jan.
All right.
Are you stopping mixing or?
Huh? No, yes, cool.
Alright, if you ever see me do an AP project when I present it, I like to break everything down, just give you a quick rundown of everything that went on. The title of this AP project was Request Order Flow. It was a process improvement, and Melissa was my coach. I was the owner of the QB, the quarterback of this project. I had Bill working with me. Whitney was the kicker, because you know when Whitney got that goal, it's all good, she's scoring. And Lisa was my offensive coordinator. Also, last but definitely not least, Kim. She's my, I call her my blind side. She's always watching out for me. She got my blind side. So, just to give you a little bit of background about this project, it was to help us have a better flow with our request orders. Right now, our seasonal short order requests, they were about 65 requests per month at that time when we had this project. Now, it's getting close to being doubled up.
Wow.
And Bill is that, this is that season where we get a lot of shows and requests. The current condition is we had 3 different ways of requesting orders. We had email, your standard email. We had a spreadsheet that you could fill out and then email attached to an email. And then we also had a form that was being used for shows and for donations, different events like that. One of the problems was that we were receiving duplicate orders, sometimes incomplete orders, missing some information here and there. Quick example, someone might email Kim that they needed something on Friday. I might have then received the same email saying the same thing. Okay, I got this, Kim saw this. But then, you know, Kim might get a revision for that email using a form as opposed to an email. And then I got hit by a car, and I wasn't here, so...
Literally got hit by a car.
Yeah, I literally got hit by a car. So we had some people that were giving me a hand while I wasn't here, and what we had happen was there were times where they processed an order that Kim had collected, then they would run into something maybe that I got an email or Kim got an email, and we're doing duplicate orders, so we're creating waste. We're creating waste for product, shipping charges, basically just doing the same job more than once. So, there were also times when I might have received something, Kim might have received an order, but none of the regional managers or someone in marketing might have not seen that email originally, so might have not even known that someone was asking for some samples for a show. And that was something that we definitely wanted to correct and just change. There was one day when I spent a couple hours putting the order together and taking it apart. And just for numbers' sake, I said, let me see, that was about 3 hours today. If that happens one day every week, that's about 12 hours a month. It's about 144 hours a year. So I basically began 3.5 weeks of vacation, as I call it. Getting paid to just be at work and be on vacation. Because I wasn't doing anything productive other than running back and forth. Get the gear from him, and I could be doing, definitely doing things, getting things done now. As you all know, there's always stuff to do around here. So, also, we had several forms for creating the confusion, and sometimes we just understand that it's just easy to send an email. You know, just send it right out, and you know, you can get the order and send it right out again. But again, all the different forms of asking for product, asking for samples, just run into more problems than solutions. So, the target condition was to have an efficient, productive flow in receiving orders, filling the orders, and then shipping those orders. To have one form for requesting the samples that was easy to understand and also just very easy to use. So, in implementing that, this was definitely a total team effort where everybody contributed. This was like, you know, if any of you haven't done the A3 project or maybe worried about doing the A3 project because you think it might be a lot of work, it is work, but it's never just work on that one individual. You have a team of people that you break things down with and get work into it. So it's never the burden isn't set on one person's lap, and you're able to spread ideas around and get things done, much more efficiently and better than just trying to tackle it all on yourself. So one of the things that we came up with was to route all the requests to Kim. That way, Kim's not getting stuff and I'm getting stuff. There's times where one of us might be missing in that loop. If it all goes to Kim, you all know Kim's on top of her stuff. She has her stuff organized. She's ready to go. So going to Kim, she looks over it. If she notices that there's a request that hasn't been approved because of specific quantity, different quantities that might be asked for, then Kim will just go back to that person or that rep and say, hey, can you clarify this before it actually reaches me? So I'm just grabbing orders now and just doing them. Lisa actually spoke to our reps and also brought Alan, one of our senior reps, into our team, which was very helpful. It gave us a different viewpoint to see what the brokers and reps were dealing with in the field and some of their concerns. So it was, again, a good open way to have conversation and ideas flowing back and forth without anybody feeling, like my idea might be stupid, I can't speak up. Everyone was open to give ideas, and they did. Melissa actually has a bridge between Bakery on Main and New Age Marketing, which is in Canada, because as you all know, Bakery on Main is in Canada, overseas. So we also want to make sure if we're changing a process here to improve, let's also make sure that other people that are doing that same work and that same job can also, fall in suit so that we have, a seamless flow. Whether it's going to the U.S. or it's going to Canada, it's not going to matter anymore. And with that, Melissa was just bringing them on board to let them know the new forms we're going to be using to request and also the shipping policies. Bill and myself, we worked on placing items on Kanban. Another thing that, we have Kanban set up different areas throughout the company, and we said, hey, we have items that we're using all the time, and we're using them at different volumes. So let's put this on Kanban so when we hit those triggers, when we hit those areas where we're running low on stuff, I can put that on the board, give Bill an email. It doesn't take more than a few minutes. It may be less than that. I'll let them know you get some through, sets the order, lets me know it's going to be coming in, and I get it, and no breakdown in the way that we're doing the process. Also, all orders that were going to Kim and also all orders for shows are now going to be looked at by someone at marketing. Whitney, Lisa, Bill, all have very extensive knowledge of what we're doing here, so they can look at something and see if something doesn't look right, which is actually very, very helpful because we might have people doing shows for the first time, and it might be just really coming on board and might not know how things are, and to have more than one set of eyes is definitely a big help. So now, in hindsight, moving forward, I'm going to now be taking on a new A3 project. I'll be actually doing this project without a coach. Bill and Melissa thought that, I could take on that, and I'm really excited to get going. Already gotten going with that. That's going to actually be a project with another member, Alan, who is a member of this group. And that's basically, it's Canada stock and inventory, so that what we directly dealt with in this project is now going to move forward into another project, which you'll see happen a lot of times. So thank you very much to everyone that was a part of the team. This was definitely challenging, but we all like a good challenge, and I feel like we all work together very well to a common goal, and now we have the seeds in place to move forward and keep that process strong.
Hey, I love you. It's beautiful. Yeah, me too, unfortunately. The question I had for you was it an issue where you get a request and not everything you need to process the order is on there? Maybe Kim can
Yeah,
answer that.
that
Was that also addressed as part of the A3 too in terms of making sure that when the order comes in, I'm not looking for a zip code or a contact or a P.O. box or a...
That's actually a great example that you just brought up. A lot of times that was the issue. Ken, where's this going? Oh, who is it going to? This is this a case or is this just a bag? So incomplete items. Also, having the ability to go in and do your own request. Sometimes you can actually change things on the form. I spoke to Whitney yesterday, and she's already working on getting into where nothing can be changed. All you can do is input on the form. And sometimes, people might say, I don't need oatmeal. I'll just delete oatmeal out of there and just put shoe bars so that, that person knows I only want shoe bars or something of that nature. So that was an issue, and it has been addressed. Actually,
there's a couple of ways you can do that. You can lock an Excel spreadsheet so that nobody can change it. There are also fillable PDF forms. If we bought the software, you can create a fillable PDF where they can type right into the PDF and save it, and it creates a PDF.
I'm going to talk to you about that because one issue that one of the reps was saying was that there were times where when he went to go print something out just to have for his own record, it wouldn't print out like this. Because if you ever work with Express, you know that you can stretch out fields, you can stretch out the spreadsheets to make it as long as you want, make it as short as you want. So that's what was happening. Some people are just not that savvy to know that you can minimize it or stretch it out. So this was the old form, and this is the new form here. So it has everything much more left column, right column, makes it a little bit easier to read, a little bit harder to mess up. And then Alan actually put together a letter here that was sent out to all the brokers and partners. Again, just giving people that information. A lot of times when we were talking, people just didn't know. So one of the things that is being successful and having a good flow is to also make sure that you have that information flowing well to each other as well. So, again, big thank you to everyone. I really don't do much here, but just keep everybody together and asking questions and asking for help. So thank you much.
Good job.
I love you too, Hyram.